NBC Sports presents Major League Baseball Game of the Week.
From Boston, Massachusetts, it's Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Boston Red Sox. Hello, everybody. Sports Time Machine is here for you for another payoff pitch game of the day as we're trying to go through the 1978 season with the help of Stratomatic and the wonderful world of autoplay with them. As we will try to do the RJL thing and play games, skip to, and give you the games after that. So stay tuned for after the game. We'll have the results for the next 2 days and hopefully an announcement of the next game that we'll play. All right. Tonight's matchup is the Brewers and Red Sox from Boston. It will be Larry Sorenson on the mound for Milwaukee and Dennis Eckersley for the Red Sox. We're going to do something a little different today. We'll be using the dice roller. We'll have that on the board with the cards, and I'll be scoring offline with the Stratomatic PC to kind of help me do that, and that way it doesn't take up the screen. So let's get this going and get it underway, folks. So thank you so much for coming in tonight, and let's get the game going. So the lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers today: Paul Molitor will lead off. Batting second will be the second baseman Don Money. Batting third will be the first baseman Cecil Cooper. Batting fourth, the left fielder Larry Heisel. Batting fifth, designated hitter Ben Ogilvie. Batting sixth is the right fielder Dick Davis. Batting seventh, the right fielder Sal Bando. Batting eighth, the center fielder Gorman Thomas. And batting ninth, the catcher Charlie Moore. Red Sox defensively, and they're good: Yastrzemski, Lynn, Evans. Around the infield, it's Hobson, Burleson, Brohammer, and Scott. Fisk behind the plate, and on the mound is Dennis Eckersley. Let's get to some baseball, and first pitch here at the Fens. So, of course, let's look at the ballpark here today in Fenway. So, wheelhouse to left-handed hitters will be a 1-51. Wheelhouse to right-handed hitters is a 1-91. So, definitely back in 1978, this was definitely a hitter's paradise. Left-handed hitters, of course, in play is 52-99, and only in play to the right-handed hitters is 92-99. So, are we ready to go? Let's do this from Boston. So Eckersley on the mound. Pretty good card if you look at it. The only problem I see is a wheelhouse at the number 4. So let's see how that goes. Molitor will lead off through 30 at-bats. He's hitting 133, 4 RBIs. So here's the first pitch to Paul Molitor. That will be a 7 from Eckersley. That's going to be patient. 83 to Molitor will be, you know what? As much as I want to keep this where I can see it, we're going to have to move it down because my old eyes are going to have to see everything from down here, I think. So let's put them down here. Then we can play the pitcher's cards from up top if we need to. Let's do that. Let's put Eck and let's put Sorenson up here. And let's do this. So again, it's going to be an 83 to Molitor. That is going to be a ground ball to short. Easy pick up there and throws them out in the first out of the game. So Molitor grounds out, and first pitch is at 8:42 Mountain Time. So batting second will be Don Money. He's hitting 300 on the year, 40 at-bats, a double, home run, and a run batted in. So here is the pitch to Don Money. That's going to be a 7 from Eckersley. That is going to be patient again. And a 97 to Money is a fly ball left field. Yastrzemski just backs up, makes the catch. And there's 2 outs with us earlier today. What a ball game pitched by Larry Christensen. Go out and watch that one. Phillies and Cardinals from St. Louis. Now batting third, first baseman Cecil Cooper hitting nice 350 on the year through 40 at-bats, a double, a triple, and 4 runs batted in. Okay, here's Cooper, left-handed bat in the crouch. Eckersley looks in. Here's the high leg kick and the pitch. That'll be a 4. There is your wheelhouse attempt, but a 98, and Cooper will send it to deep right field. Evans is at the track, makes the catch. Eckersley played to his ballpark there. Catch is made, and Eckersley gets himself a break. 1/2 inning of play, Milwaukee nothing, Boston coming up the bat. On the mound for Milwaukee, Larry Sorenson. He's 2-0, ERA 2.81, 13 hits over 16 innings, 6 walks, and 13 strikeouts. Burleson leads off, 38 at-bats, 2 doubles, 8 runs batted in, hitting .263. Red Sox come in with a record of 7 wins and 2 losses, while the Brewers are 5-5. Here's the first pitch to Rick Burleson. That will be an 8 from Sorenson. That is in play. And the 62 from Burleson will definitely miss it. That is a fly ball in the right field. Davis comes in, makes the catch, and there's one away. The thing about Sorenson's car, he doesn't have power on there, but he has a lot of hits. He gives up in plays on 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 8 and 11. So five chances of getting in play means you better pitch. You better have your defense ready to play behind you. Here is Jack Brohammer getting his first start of the year and his first at bat. So Brohammer, left-handed hitter against Sorenson. He steps up. The big pitch from Larry Sorenson and the pitch. That will be a 7. A 7 from Sorenson is tough. Ooh, an 88. From Brohammer will be a ground ball to second. Don Money has it, makes the catch, and there is 2 outs. Now batting will be Jim Ed Rice, hitting .306, 2 doubles, a triple, still looking for his first home run and 7 runs batted in. So kind of a slow start for Rice, but just the first week of the season. Big right-handed hitter Rice against Sorenson. Here's the pitch. That will be a 10. That will be, a ballpark. That could be bad. So let's go ahead. 82 will be in the wheelhouse for Rice. This could be a problem. This could be a huge problem. Jim Rice is a 1-68 for a home run. He gets a hit all the way up to 97. Here's the pitch. An 86. He hits just a smashing line drive. So a hit for Rice, and that is going to be hit. Basically tells me it's a grounder up the middle. So Rice hits a scorching line drive up the middle for a base hit. First hit of the ball game goes to Jim Rice, and the Red Sox got a man on with 2 men out. Here's the left fielder of the legend, Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski hitting .226, a triple, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. The captain leads off. Runner on first and 2 outs. Left-handed hitter Yastrzemski against a righty Sorenson. Sorenson pitching from the stretch, and here's the pitch. That's a 2. That'll be a defensive check. So a defensive check, it will go to an error on the third baseman. So it's going to be Bando. Bando plays defense at an error 3. An error 3 at Fenway means 1-54 is an error. Here comes the play. Got a good play by Bando to make it. Little one-handed play, kind of threw it wild, but a nice play by Cooper. Scoops it out to get the man out. So the Red Sox are out in order. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the top of the second here in Fenway. No score. For the Brewers, it'll be Larry Heisel, followed by Ben Ogilvie, and Dick Davis against Dennis Eckersley. Let's go to the second. And let's go ahead and check on our friends here in chat, see if we have anybody here watching. So far, no one in the local chat. So we go to the top of the second. We continue. So here is Larry Heisel hitting .205, 39 at-bats, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. So he struggled a bit. So Eckersley from the big windup, the big leg kick, and the pitch. That'll be an 8 from Eckersley. That is going to be in play. 56 from Heisel is a fly ball right field. Evans just camps it under it, makes the catch, and there is 1 away. So 1 out here. And for the Brewers, it'll be Ben Ogilvie. So Ogilvie steps up, left-handed hitter. He's a designated hitter today. He's hitting .208, 1 home run and 3 runs batted in. Eckersley looks in, gets the sign, and here is the pitch from Eckersley. It's going to be a 9. That's going to be tough. A tough on a 95, and Ogilvie sends it out to right field. Evans again comes in under it, makes the catch, and Evans is retired to first 2. So Dennis Eckersley doing what he does. He likes getting a lot of fly balls, And now here's Dick Davis. So Davis, the batter, he's hitting 214. It's normally Lascato in this situation. 1 home run and 2 runs batted in. So Eckersley looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. It's a 2. It's going to be in play on Eckersley. An 18 against a righty, and that's a base hit. So Dick Davis gets the first base hit. It's a line drive into center field. And runner on first and 2 men out. So Davis is on, first base runner for the Brewers. And it now brings up Sal Bando, the captain, hitting 265, 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Eckersley now working from the stretch, doesn't hold runners on well. He looks in, runner on first, 2 outs. And here is the pitch. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a patient. Patient on a 57 is going to be interesting. 7 patient. Oh, now looking at Fisk. Sorry. Patient 57. He still gets a hit. Bando smashes it through for a base hit. Let's see where it goes. It's a grounder up the middle and runners will advance only 1 base. So Davis will go to second, stays right there. Brewers will keep it going first and second. And the Brewers got 2 hits with 2 outs. So now here is the center fielder, Gorman Thomas. He's hitting 133, a home run and 1 RBI. A lot of all or nothing in this bat of his. Let's see if Eckersley keeps it in the ballpark. He's got to be careful here. Eckersley working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a patient. 97. Sky to left field. Yastrzemski backs up. He's close to the monster. Makes the catch. And that, folks, will end the inning for the Brewers. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 left. Or no, actually, I should say no runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. We have no score. So for the Red Sox, it will be Fisk, Lynn, and Scott to bat for Boston here against Larry Sorenson. So Sorenson on the rubber. He gets the sign from Charlie Moore. And here's the pitch from Sorenson. And it's going to be a 9. That's going to be patient. A 21 patient is a walk. So Fisk gets the starting walk here in the first inning. And runner on first and no one out. So Fisk is on. Here is the center fielder, Freddie Lynn. So Lynn steps up. He's hitting 208, no homers, 4 RBIs. Runner on first, nobody out. Fisk takes the lead, not really a threat to steal. Sorenson working from the stretch, and here's the pitch. That will be a 9 from Sorenson. That'll be a 9 from Sorenson. That is again patient. 93 from Lynn is a fly ball right field. Davis is there. He'll camp under it. He comes in, makes the catch. So 1 away. So there's 1 out here. So Lynn hits a fly ball. And here's the boomer, George Scott, the first baseman, hitting 273, 1 home run, 1 RBI. Scott steps up. Runner on first and 1 out as we've had a little collapse here in the arena. I was hoping that was not going to happen, and it did. So that's what I get. Go ahead and put this stuff hopefully to the side or something, or it won't be a problem right away. All right, bottom of the second, Scott up, 1 man out, 1 man on from the stretch of Sorenson, and here's the pitch. That is going to be a 10. A 10 from Sorenson is going to be a ballpark result. 97 against a righty. Oh, it's going to be in play result. An in play for Scott's a 92. Oh my, again, he misses the shot. Fly to left field. Heisel will back up. He's close to the monster and makes the catch. Oh, and Scott knew it. He knew he had his pitch there. And now there's 2 outs. Now here's the right fielder, the young man, Dwight Evans. Evans hitting 345, 3 doubles, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. So he's had a good start so far. So Evan waits against Sorenson. Runner on first, 2 outs. Sorenson looks in, looks back Fisk from the stretch. Here's the pitch from Larry Sorenson. And that's going to be an in-play result, 24 to a righty. That's a base hit for Dwight Evans. With all those in-plays on his card, it's going to cause problems. That's a sharp line drive into center field. Runner on first. Carlton Fisk will stop at second. There's 2 on and 2 outs. So a big hit for Evans. 2 on now. So now here is the third baseman, Butch Hobson, starting off hot on the year. 344, 4 doubles, and 5 runs batted in. 2 on, 2 out for Hobson. Sorenson working from the stretch. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a tough. He gets a tough 26. Struck him out. And Hobson is done. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, 2 men left. We played 2 here at Fenway. It is no score. For the Brewers, we Charlie Moore, Paul Mauter, and Don Money against Dennis Eckersley here in the visiting third. All right, folks, top of the third. If you're out there, please hit like, please subscribe if you have not, if you're watching a game from the outside. If you want to come in, please say hello to the chat. I appreciate that. So top of the third, Brewers up. Both teams at no runs on 2 hits. Moore hitting .222. He's only been up 9 times. Moore steps up against the right-handed Eckersley. Eckersley looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 9 from Eckersley. That's going to be tough. An 81's a fly ball center field. Win is there. This Red Sox defense is premier. Makes the catch, and the out is made. So 1 out in the third. Tough outfield for these Red Sox. And now here's Paul Molitor hitting 129 now. I covered that up. He grounded out his first time up. So again, Eckersley looks in from the top of the mound. He reaches for the sign and gets it. Here's the pitch. That is going to be a 6. That's going to be a tough 89 from Molitor, and he ground ball to short. Burleson's got it. He gets a good hop, throws him out, and that is out number 2. So Molitor is 0 for 2. And here is the second baseman, Don Money. So Money's up with 2 outs here in the third. Still no score. Both teams with 2 hits. Eckersley looks in the Money, gets the side. Here's the big windup and leg kick. That's going to be a wheelhouse attempt. That is going to be a 53. It's an automatic wheelhouse, 53 to Money, and that's a hard line drive base hit for Money. This time he hit a sharp line drive in the center field. So the Brewers get their 3rd hit of the ball game. So again, big base hit there. Eckersley kind of put it over the plate. He has that wheelhouse sitting on 4. Here's the first baseman, Cooper, flying out his last time up. Runner on first, 2 men out. Eckersley looks over at Money. Money probably doesn't have the ability to steal. He got 3 stolen bases, so we're not going to run him. So Cooper comes up, sits in the crouch. Eckersley looks in, looks back at Fisk. Money takes a step off, and from the stretch, here comes the pitch from Eckersley. That is going to be a 3. That's going to be a ballpark. Holy cow. That is going to be a 5 for Cooper against a lefty, and that is going to be in the wheelhouse, so he'll get another chance. Cooper against a righty, 33% at a home run. It's a 72, and he just gets a base hit into the outfield. Cooper, a sharp line drive in the center field. Runner on first will go to third, and the Brewers got runners at first and third with 2 outs. So the Brewers with 2 sharp hits, and now here's Larry Heisel. Heisel about her first and third, 2 outs. Brewer trying to get something going here. Eckersley working from the stretch right now. Looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6. That is going to be a tough 94 to Heisel's, a fly ball to left. That is Yaz comes in, makes the catch, and that's all for the Brewers. No runs, 2 hits, they strand 2. We go to the bottom of the third. It's no score. So now here's Rick Burleson. Burleson hitting .256. He's 0 for 1 today after the ground out. Red Sox back to the top of the order. Larry Sorenson looks in, gets the sign from Moore. Here is the pitch from Sorenson. That is going to be, again, a tough. He avoids those hits. A 78, a fly ball center field. Gorman Thomas is there. He's a surefire center fielder. Makes the catch. And there's 1 out here in the 4th. Here's Brohammer. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out his last time up. Moore puts down the sign. Sorenson looks in, gets the sign for him. He waits, and here's the windup from Larry Sorenson. That's going to be a 10. That's going to be a ballpark result. 69 for a lefty, and that is going to be a in-play result for Brohammer. 68, and Brohammer missed it. 68 to ground ball to short. Mahler's got it. He doesn't have sure hands. Picks it up and throws him out. So far, the young shortstop, Robin Yount, not on the lineup or the team. So he must have been on the DL early in this 78 season. 2 outs in the third, and here's Jim Rice. Rice hit a hard line drive single his first time up. Sorenson's got to be careful and not to give him that same pitch. Moore puts down the sign. Hope he needs to stay away from Rice here. Big windup from Sorenson, and here's the pitch. That is going to be an in-play result of 43. Is not going to be enough. Ground ball down the first. Cooper got it. Waves off Sorenson, and that ends the fourth inning. Red Sox go 1-2-3. We played 3. No score here in Boston. Milwaukee, no runs on 4 hits, while Boston's at no runs on 2 hits. Top of the fourth here at Fenway. Dave Gardner. Yes, this is a new release season from the from Payoff Pitch. When I saw it, I just had to have it. So thank you, Dave, for coming in. I appreciate you. So now I hope it looks okay on my screen, Dave. Again, I was playing with the FACs, doing the dice rolls, and to me, it was getting too many 90s, and it was kind of ticking me off, as they say in the gaming world. So I decided to just compromise with my results here, and we're going to. I'm going to go ahead and keep score with Stride on the side, and then play with the dice roller and the cards on the table. Again, I'm kind of limited in my table. I'm going to have to change things around. Maybe things will show a little bit, or get better equipment. We'll figure this out. I play better on the other system I can play on, but its internet connection is not as stable. So top of the fourth, no score. Brewers 0-4-0. Boston 0-2-0. So here's Ogilvy, Davis, and Bando, left, right against Eck. So here is the first pitch from Eckersley. Big leg kick and the pitch. That's going to be a 5 from Eck. That's going to be tough. 62 tough. And that's a single. Oh my. Ben Ogilvy just kind of lays the bat on the ball, and it kind of went into which he went to. Hard ground ball in the right field. So Ogilvy with a base hit. Runner on first and nobody out, and Ogilvy's on. He just got it through on that section. So now runner on first and nobody out. Here's Dick Davis. Davis trying to get a big hit here. Eckersley again working from the stretch. That's the 5th hit off Eckersley. Eckersley looks in from Fisk. Again, Eckersley working from the stretch again. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a tough 65, and that is going to be a ground ball to second. Let's get the double play ball. Eckersley is a 6. Dick Davis is a 7. Let's go ahead and roll the dice and get the result. It's a 3, a double play, a twin killing 2 for the price of 1. So a double play ball, ground ball 4-6-3. There you go. That's that's a quick way to get 2 outs in baseball. The pitcher's best friend. Here's the captain, Sal Bando, 2 outs in the 4th. Bando singled his last time up. Eckersley looks in, gets the sign. It's the big pitch to Bando, and the pitch. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be patient. Ooh, a patient on Bando is a walk. So again, a walk from Eckersley. Again, he's asking where that pitch is. That is the first walk from Eckersley. Bando, not much of a stolen base threat, will be on first. Here is the center fielder, Gorman Thomas. So far, he flied out his last time up. Again, extreme power. Eckersley's going to work from the stretch. Got to be careful here. Fisk gives him the sign, and here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 10. That is going to be in play. But a 97 on the in play by Gorman. Fly ball left field. Yaz can come in on it, make the catch, and that will end this inning. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 man left. Bottom of the 4, we come up. No score. So now for the Red Sox, Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn. Left against the right-hander Larry Sorenson, who has been tough on the Red Sox so far. Bottom of the 4th, Yastrzemski up. Moore puts down the sign. Sorenson with a big windup and the pitch. That will be a 9 from Sorensen's, a patient. 27 patience, a walk. So Yaz draws the walk, and the Red Sox got the first man on. And that's the second walk given up by Larry Sorenson, and now brings up Carlton Fisk. So Fisk up, runner on first and no man out. And that walk is brought to you by Rob Van Dam and the song Walk. So here we go. Fisk up, runner on first, no man out. Fisk walked his first time up. Sorenson again working from the stretch. Moore puts down the sign. Here's the pitch. That is going to be a 12 from Sorenson. That's a defensive check. So let's go ahead and pull the card. That's going to be an error on the first baseman. So that's going to be on Cooper, Cecil Cooper. Cooper, and that was what? Error check on Cooper. He is an error 2. So an error 2, oh, not so good. That'll be a 1-66 error, and that's an error on Cooper. So Cooper makes the error. Ouchie. Oh, E22. That would be wine strat. That's an error. So Cooper commits the error. Let's see what kind of error we deal with here. So an error on Cooper, infielder is going to be one base. So a one base error on Cooper, and they'll put a man. I'll put an extra man on. So one base error on Cecil, and now the Red Sox have 2 men on and no men out. The Red Sox fans here are kind of going crazy, trying to get going here. Here is Freddie Lynn, bottom of the 4th, no score. We have about 33,000 or so here in the Fens here on a Tuesday. Lynn comes in, runner first and second, nobody out. Lynn the swing. Lefty Lynn, righty Sorenson. Sorenson works from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lynn. It's a 5. It is in play result. 30 for Lynn. Base hit for Freddie Lynn. So Freddie Lynn, that is going to be a grounder up the middle center field. Runner on first advances one base. Runner on second scores. So Yastrzemski scores, and that will score the run. So Yastrzemski will score, and the runner on first is Fisk will stop at second. Red Sox lead 1-0. So now here is George Scott. So Scott the batter, first and second, nobody out. Sorensen trouble, deal with all those in plays on his card. Sorensen now working from the stretch. 2 men on, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Sorensen. It's a 9. It's an in-play result. It's an in-play. Let's say no. It's a patient result. Patient 44, and that's a double for George Scott. It's in the gap off the iron of the Fenway wall. So let's see what that does. It's going to be a double. Deep right to center field. 1 hops the monster. Runners advance 2 bases. So a double for George Scott. So he'll go there. Lynn stops at third. Red Sox lead 2-0. As Larry Sorensen is having some problems here. So now with second and third with nobody out, 2-0 Boston. Here we go. Evans the batter. Look. In. Milwaukee will play the infield in case something happens here. Here's the pitch. It's a 9. It's patient. Patient on a 37 is going to be a walk. So a huge walk there, and Sorensen is still not out of it. Bases loaded, nobody out. And it now brings up Butch Hobson. So Hobson the batter. Bases loaded, nobody out. 2-0 Boston. A huge inning is possible here at Fenway. So Sorensen puts down the sign. He gets it. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 10. That's a ballpark result. 57 from Hobson is going to be a wheelhouse. Hobson hits a grand salami, 1-29, and it's an 88. So he misses that. Ground ball to short. But now with the infield in on a wheelhouse, what does that do? So now we're going to have to look up some charts and see if we can find out what just happened. Oh, doggy. So let's see what happens here. Ground ball with the infield in. So let's see. I think there is a specific infield in chart. So we're going to have to kind of dig that one up a little bit and find it. So hold on, folks. Let's see what we have here. It figures I probably had it in the first initial mess. Oh, here's the infield in right here. Sorry. So let's see. Infield in, corners in. So we want to, and it was a wheelhouse. Make sure a wheelhouse doesn't send the result home. And not. So basically, we're rolling 2d6 on the infield or corners in chart. So not my favorite type of chart. So let's roll it. 2d6 is going to be a 6. A 6 says runner on third is out at home. Batter is safe. Other runners advance 1 base. Plus, the bases are roll with roll 1d10. If it's higher than the run rating, Batter out at first, double play. Ooh, so okay. So it basically the run rating. So if higher than a batters run ratings, this is Hobson. That's not good. So the run rating is going to be a 6. So the D10, we're going to look at a D10 on the bottom. Use the red one. And, oh, he beats it out, thankfully. Hobson hustled down the line. So infield in gets Lynn at the plate. So he is out. Everyone else will go an extra base. So let's see. So he'll go to second. Scott goes to third. And a nice play there by the shortstop. So, yeah, 1 out. Bases remain loaded for the Rooster, Rick Burleson. So Burleson, the batter, 2-0 Boston, 1 out. So again, the Brewers will play the infield in. Sorenson gets the sign from Charlie Moore. Here is the pitch. And it's going to be a 6. That's going to be in play, but a 90, and that is going to be a ground ball to short again. So we roll the 2d6 again. So again, the shortstop's got it. It's going to be Mulder. So Mulder's has it. Let's look again, a 2d6. And it's going to be a 7 this time. Runner out at third. Batter safe. Double play. Run rating is a 7. Let's look at the bottom number here for a 2d6. It's an 8. Burleson gets doubled up. So 6-2-3. So a double play ball. So a ground out. Burleson is out. He could not beat the throw. Hobson will go to second. Evans will go to third. And Scott is out. So a 6 double play. The Red Sox could only score 2 times. And they strand 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 2-0 Boston. Wow. Excitement here at the Fens. Top of the 5th. So excitement here. Let's look at all the numbers we got so far. Boston 2 runs on 4 hits, while the Brewers no runs on 5 hits and 1 error. So far, Eckersley's kind of getting lucky here, and he's kind of spaced out his hits. He's luckily not getting that wheelhouse. It's going to be more Mulder money here. So it'll be right against Eckersley. So there we go. Eckersley from the full lineup, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6. That's going to be a tough 25 for Moore, and that's a strikeout for Charlie Moore. So Moore strikes out, waved and a whiff. So that's the first strikeout for Eckersley, and here's the shortstop, Paul Mulder. So Mulder's up. He's in there for his bat, although he struggled. 32 at bats, only hitting $1.25. So he gets up. He's a right-handed hitter. Eckersley with the full windup, the leg kick, and the pitch. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a patient. That's going to be a 66 for Mulder, and that is going to be a ground ball. The second hits it the other way. Brohammer waits, makes the throw, and there is going to be 2 outs. So this Milwaukee Brewer team kind of hitting off their back feet, not able to get good wood on it. Here's Don Money, 2 outs here in the 5th. Red Sox lead by 2. Money steps up. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley the full windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 5 on Eckersley. That's going to be a tough. It's going to be a 90, and that's a ground ball to short. Burleson's got it. Throw is made, and the Brewers are easily handled here in the 5th. We're halfway through here in Fenway, 2-0 Boston. So now for the Brewers, it will be Jack Brohammer. He'll be followed by Rice and Yastrzemski. So bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Boston. So now Larry Sorenson on the mound. He kind of got in trouble last inning. He's given up 4 hits and 3 walks through 4 innings. He needs to stay off these cards of his. Here is the pitch from Sorenson. It's a 5. That's what we worry about. It's an in-play result. And 81 for Brohammer. And that is going to be a ground ball to second. Money's got it. Makes the easy throw. And, hey, there's 1 away. So 1 out here in the 5th. Brohammer retired. Here's Jim Rice. Rice in the batter, 1 for 2 today. Still looking for his first home run. Almost nearly missed it his first at bat. Rice steps up. Sorenson looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to the big, tough Jim Rice. It's a 7. It's a tough on a 67. Oh, Rice just missed a hit. That'll be a ground ball to shortstop. Mahler's got it, throws him out, and that's 2 outs. So Rice not able to beat that one. That's 2 outs. So now here's Yaz. Yaz so far in the ball game's 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored, won the Red Sox 2 runs. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Sorenson looks into Moore. Moore gives him the sign. Here's the big kick by Larry Sorenson in the pitch. And that is going to be in the ballpark. 51 is going to be a wheelhouse for Yastrzemski. 1-25 is a home run. And the pitch is a 91. That's a ground ball to second. Hit hard. Money's got it. Takes him almost off his feet. Throws him out. The Red Sox go 1-2-3. We go to the 6th. It's 2-0 Boston. So now Cooper followed by Heisel and Ogilvy against Dennis Eckersley here in the 6th. Eckersley is smooth sailing so far. So Cooper the batter, 1 for 2. Cooper had a single back in the 3rd. One of the Brewers' 5 hits in the ball game. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley with the big leg kick and the pitch. That's going to be 11. That's going to be a defensive check. Defense. That's going to be a range to the 3rd baseman, Hobson. I can hear Al Red Sox fan saying, oh, my God. Hobson gets it. Hobson's E-rate. Oh, it's a range for Hobson. So it's a range for Hobson, and he is a D. Yes, folks, he's a D. 1-66 is a hit. Hobson fields it. No, he does not. It goes through for a base hit. Hobson unable to get to it. That's a base hit for Cooper. Oh, my goodness. You can hear Al Red Sox fan. Oh, my gosh. A range play or error check to Hobson. Never good. Here's Larry Heisel, runner on first. Top of the 6th. Cooper on, and here's Heisel. 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Fisk puts down the sign for him now. Eckersley trying to work out this mini jam. From the stretch, here's the pitch to Heisel. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a patient result. Patient on a 65, and he just missed getting hit by it. 65 is a ground ball to second. Let's turn 2 today, folks. 2 is for Tango. Double play ball. Eckersley's a 6. Heisel is an 8. Lower than 6 gets us the double play. No, it's higher than both, and they'll get the runner at first. So he had only play he had was the first. So Heisel is out, and the runner will go to second base. So there you go. So again, the Red Sox, now the Brewers will have a runner in scoring position with 1 out here, unable to turn the double play. Here's Ogilvy. Ogilvy, a former Red Sox, 1 for 2, played for the Tigers. Ogilvy, big left-handed bat. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley working from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 man out. The pitch from Eck. That's a 5. That's a tough 94, and that's a fly ball in the right field. Evans will come in on it. Evans with a bazooka. Cooper will hold, and there's 2 away. So now here's Dick Davis. So Davis comes up with 2 outs here in the 6th. Davis is 1 for 2, had a single back in the 2nd. So Eckersley looks into Davis. Runner on second, 2 outs. Gets the sign, going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 3. That's a ballpark result. Davis is an 0-2. Oh, brother. That's in the wheelhouse. 1-42. Davis ties it. Anything to 74 knocks the run home, I'm guessing. And that's a 56. And that's a single for Dick Davis. So Dick Davis gets a base hit. Long single in the gap of center field. Runner on second advances 1 base plus the question mark. Oh, so Fred Lynn's going to come up chucking. So now Cooper running rating from Cooper. Let's see what that is today. So Cooper's running rating is a 7. Eckersley, this is where the confusion for me is, how to do this. So that is going to be Lynn comes up throwing. He's a 7. So it's a 7, and Cooper's running rating is a 7. So basically anything below a 7, he scores. Here comes Cooper. We will use the white die on the 2 6s as our. Oh no, it's gonna be a 10-sided. My fault. So we'll use the red die on the bottom. We're gonna re-roll it. Runner on second. Here comes Cooper. He's gonna go past the stop sign. He is safe. So Cooper scores. Cooper from third, and the Brewers are on the board. So Dick Davis with his second RBI. So now it's a 2-1 ball game here in the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, the captain, Sal Bando. Runner on third, runner on first, one man in, two men out, the captain up. He's been on twice. Eckersley working from the stretch, gets it from Fisk. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a 4. That's a wheelhouse approach. It's an 80 to a righty. And guess what? That is going to be, wait a minute, sorry. So it's a wheelhouse from Eckersley. It's going to be an 80. An 80, he still missed it. Fly ball center field. Lynn all the way back. He's going near the garage door. Makes the catch. He sent Lynn all the way back to the wall, but the catch is made. So Eckersley comes off the field, wipes off his brim, and it's 2-1 Boston going to the bottom of the sixth. So now it'll be Fisk, Lynn, Scott, the bat for the Red Sox here, righty, lefty, righty, against Larry Sorenson. 2-1 Boston, Boston 2-4-0, Milwaukee 1-7-1. So Sorenson looks in, gets the sign, Moore puts it. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7 on Sorenson. That's going to be a tough. 27 from Fisk on a tough is a strikeout. So Fisk strikes out. So Fisk strikes out against Sorenson, 1 out in the sixth. And here's Lynn. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Single back in the fourth inning. Lynn steps up against Sorenson. Moore puts down the sign, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7 from Sorenson. That's tough. 37 on a tough, and that's a single for Freddie Lynn. His second hit of the ball game is a sharp line drive in the center field. So sharp line drive center field for Lynn. Runner on first, and one man out. Here's the boomer, George Scott. Doubled off the walls last time up to give the Red Sox that 2-0 lead. Now they're holding on by a thread up 2-1. Lynn up at first with one man out. Lynn probably not going to steal. He stole 3 bases that year. So Scott will now bat against Sorenson. Moore puts down the sign, gets it. Here comes the pitch from Sorenson. Runner on first. He's working from the stretch. It's going to be an in-play result of 49. That's a ground ball to third. Let's turn 2. So let's see if they can. Scott's double play is a 9. Yuck. Sorenson's double play is a 6. Anything below a 6, we turn 2. It's a 7. So they get the fielder's choice. So great running by Lynn to break the double play. So that is going to be a fielder's choice. So a fielder's choice there. And that will be a 6 there. So Scott luckily gets down. Lynn breaks it up. 2 outs in the 6th, and it gives Dwight Evans a chance. He's 1 for 1, been on twice, a single and a walk. So again, Sorenson works from the stretch. Moore puts down the sign, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7 from Sorenson. That is going to be tough. Tough to 87. The ground ball to short. Mahler's got it. Goes over to first. Throws it out. And that will, folks, end the inning. Scott will move to second. That's fine. You're out. Thank you. We go to the 7th. So we go to the 7th. It is 2-1 Boston. So a classic one here in Fenway. So now let's see what's going on in our chat. So, all right, let's see here. I don't think that was a double play. Double has to be equal or less than both players' ratings. Above the lead runner, delivered at first. Oh, okay. I thought it was less than both. Well, let's see. We'll see how that affects it. Hello, Al. Hello, Dave. Welcome aboard. I was just thinking about you just a little bit ago. So here is the 7th inning. Boston leads 2-1, as I think I had an extra point moment with Butch Hobson playing third base. Top of the 7th, Milwaukee. Milwaukee 1-7-1. Boston 2-5-0. So top of the 7th for Milwaukee. Thomas followed by Moore, Mahler. Right against Eckersley. Eckersley will stay in the game. Of course, he has kicked a lot of hit, 268 innings, so he's not coming out unless he really gets hurt or hit hard. Eckersley working from the full windup. Here's the big leg kick to him. That's going to be a 7, and that is going to be patient. A 76 patient, and that is going to be a fly ball to center. Lynn's got it. Catch is made, 1 away. So a big first out there, so it gets a little bit of reliever. You hate to pitch to people like Gorman Thomas with a 1-run lead. So now here's Charlie Moore. Not much power, so Eckersley can kind of work in and around the plate here. Let's see what he does. Eckersley gets the sign from Fisk. Here's the big leg kick and the pitch. That's going to be a 6. That's going to be a tough. Tough on a 33. It's a strikeout. Charlie Moore. Second time today. Moore was not less. So 2 outs for Milwaukee, and now here's Mauder. Mauder 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs. So again, Fisk goes out, kind of talks to Eckersley a little bit. Fisk puts the tools of ignorance back on, sits behind the plate, puts down the signs for Eckersley. Eckersley nods. Here is the big leg kick from Eckersley and the pitch. That's an 8. That's an in-play result. He didn't want to do that. 14's a single for Mauder. So Mauder with a single, and that could be a problem for his stolen base. 30 stolen bases from Mauder. So now, let's see. So he is a C5. C5 to Fisk, and his arm is a 4. So C5 to a 4. And let's see if we can determine the attributes here. What kind of stealing attempt he gets. All right. Let's see. So say he's a C or a 5, or is it, let's see. Still stealing. Okay, so it's stealing an arm. So let's do that straight. So Mauder. So Mauder as a stealing is going to be a C. So it doesn't get great wheels. And so on Hobson, so on Fisk's arm, I believe I said he's a 4. So I believe that is going to be an arm 4. So C. So C4. Let's look it up as a C4 and do this together and see what kind of jump he's able to get. C4, he's very good. With 2 outs, with money the batter, we're going to run. So it's going to be very good. It is going to be drop. Oh, it's a drop. And let's see. So I believe that is a stolen base for Mauder. So let's see. You know what? I'm not sure what that means again. So we're going to give the stolen base to Mauder. He'll stay put. I think it might have something to do with an overthrow. We'll stay there. Runner on second, 2 outs. Money in the batter. So now the Brewers have a runner in scoring position. Eckersley now looks in. Let's see if he gets the sign right now. He gets the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be an 8 from Eckersley. That's an in play. A 14 on Money, and that's a base hit for Don Money, and he does the job. It's going to be a soft blooper in the left field. Runner on second scores, and we have a tie game. So a single for Don Money, and Mauder scores from second. So the stolen base ends up working out well, and the Brewers tie it at 2. So now here's Cecil Cooper, runner on first and 2 outs. Cooper to step up right now. Big opportunity for Cecil. Is 2 for 3. Eckersley working for the stretch right now. He's trying to stay in this ball game. Here's the pitch from Eckersley. It's an 11. That's a defensive check. That is going to be an error. Oh, God. An error on the third baseman. Hobson is a 2. We've been talking about this. 1 to 66 is an error, and he does. It's off his arm, and the inning continues. So Hobson's given off a hit, and he's given off an error today, so no surprising there. First and second, 2 outs, and now up to Larry Heisel. Can he get the big hit here and get the lead for the Brewers? 2-2 tie here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Right-handed hitting Heisel to Eckersley. Here's the pitch from Eck from the stretch. It's an 11. It's a defensive check again. And that's going to be an error on the left fielder. So that's Yaz. So this should be a lot better. Yaz comes in. Left fielder, he is a, let's see. An error is a 3. So 1 to 54 is going to be an error. He makes the catch. Yaz comes in. So Yaz makes the catch, and he'll end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch. It's 2-2. We got some more to stretch. Let's do it. Please give me a moment, and I will be right back. One moment, please. Just doing something real quick here. All right, so now we go to the last of the 7, 2-2 game. Boston is up. Hobson will try to unnerve things and try to get back and get his offense together here. He struck out and ground out. Sorenson has been effective, only giving up 5 hits. Sorenson looks in, gets the sign from Moore, and here comes the pitch. Here comes the pitch from Larry Sorenson. That is going to be a 7. That's going to be a tough. An 89, and Butch ground ball to short. Shortstop is made by Mulder. He throws him out, makes the catch. That's what you want. You want a range check on Mulder, but you're not getting it. You're getting mostly just ground balls, no defensive checks. Here's Burleson, 0 for 3 in the ball game. He grounded out into that double play, which I think replay review should have looked at, I've been told. So we'll see how that works out. So runner on, nobody on, 1 man out. Here is the pitch from Sorensen. Sorry, an 8. That's in play, but a 90 will get a ground ball to short. Mulder's got it again, throws him out, 2 outs. So the Red Sox hitting the ball on the ground hard, but nothing to do it. Here is Mr. Brohammer. He's left-handed batter. He's grounded out 3 times. He's only been up 3 times on the season. He's making his first appearance of the year in this game. Moore puts the sign down. Sorenson with the pitch. That's a 7. That's another tough. Unbelievable. Another tough 22. And that's a base hit for Jack Brohammer. So Jack Brohammer gets a base hit against a righty, and he's on with 2 outs. So Brohammer, opposite field, line drive into left field. So he slapped it the other way. Runner on first, 2 outs, and the Red Sox got something going. And here's Mr. Jim Rice. Rice in the ball game, singled in first, and he grounded out twice. 1 for 3 in the ball game. Sorensen working from the stretch. Tough man to pitch against here. Here's the pitch. That's an 8. That's in play. 26. And folks, that's a base hit for Jim Rice. Rice with a base hit. Opposite field. Line drive in the right field. Runner on first will advance 1 base. So again, that will be first and second with 2 outs. Brohammer unable to go further. Red Sox now with 2 on and 2 out, and brings up the captain, number 8, Carl Yastrzemski. He's on first and second, 2 outs of a 2-2 game. Sorensen looks in, gets the sign. Sorensen working from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be an in-play result. A 95, though, is a fly ball right field. Dick Davis is there. Catch is made to end this inning. We go to the 8th. It's 2-2. So now both starters staying in this one. It will be Ogilvy, Davis, Bando for the Brewers here in the 8th against Eck. So now here we go. So Eckersley looks in. We have a 2-2 ball game, and here's the pitch to Ogilvy. It's a 4. It's in the wheelhouse. Against a lefty, though, it's going to be a 73. A 73 to a righty, and that's a line drive single for Ogilvy. That 4 is biting Eckersley. Ball blooped in the right field. So Ogilvy with a base hit. He got off the end of the bat, and the right fielder played him too far back, and Ogilvy dropped it in front of him. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's Dick Davis. So Davis the batter, runner on first, nobody out. Davis a right-handed hitter. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley again working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a 9 from Eckersley, and that's going to be tough. A tough on a 44 is a strikeout for Dick Davis. So Dick Davis strikes out for first out here in the 8th, and it brings up the captain, Sal Bando. He's been up 2 official times with 1 hit. He singled, flied out, and walked. Right-handed hitter Bando. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley working from the stretch. Here's the pitch, the big leg kick. 8 in play. 98 from Bandos. A fly ball left field. Yaz will come in, makes the catch. And that is 2 outs. So 2 outs here. So now here's Gorman Thomas. A guy you have to be careful with not to throw something meaty over the plate. Ogilvy at first. Here we go. And now the pitch, here we come. Eckersley looks in. Fisk puts down the sign and the pitch. That's going to be a 5 from Eckersley. That's going to be tough. An 0-8 is a strikeout, and Gorman Thomas strikes out. That ends the inning. So Eckersley works his way in and out of trouble. Bottom of the eighth coming up. It is 2-2. So now Larry Sorenson stays out there. Again, he had 281 innings. These are both aces of their staff back in 1978. Fisk wins Scott for the Red Sox here in the eighth. So now Sorenson stays out there. Gets the side. Will pitch to Fisk. Fisk so far is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Fitz. 10. It's a ballpark. 0-3 to a righty is a wheelhouse. Pitch to Fisk in the wheelhouse in 86. That is out of play. That's a ground ball to short, hit hard. Mulder fields it, comes up, throws him out. Fisk hit it hard, but didn't get it past him. So Fisk with an opportunity gets it by him. So now here's Freddie Lynn. Lynn is 2 for 3 with 2 hits. Moore puts down the sign. Sorensen gets it. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a 3. That is going to be an in-play result. A 97, though, is a fly ball in the right field. Catch is going to be made by Davis and does. So that is going to be 2 outs here in the eighth. So now here's George Scott. He's 1 for 3, RBI double back in the fourth. The pitch now. Sorensen looks in. Moore puts down the sign. Here's the big kick from Larry Sorensen. It's going to be a tough 69 on a tough. A single for George Scott. How about that? Scott blew it off. Sharp line drive. Drops in front of left field. So with 2 outs, Scott gets himself a base hit. Something you rarely would see on a tough. But he fought it off right on the first 2 outs in the eighth. Here is the right fielder, Dwight Evans. So now Sorensen looks in. Moore puts down the sign. Here we go. Sorensen gets the pitch. Timeout. Timeout is called. Let's look at the Boston bench here. Remy's on the DL, so shucks. So I was hoping I could pinch run with him, but looks like he was on DL. That's why Brohammer's playing. So last of the eighth, 2-2. Evans steps back in the plate. Moore puts down the sign for him. Sorensen gets the stretch, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4, and that's going to be in play, but Evans fly ball to center field. Thomas with Froome makes the catch, and that will end this eighth inning. We go to the ninth, and it's 2-2, and I'll tell people right now so you don't yell at me. Ghost runners are in effect to speed up ball games. When we get to the 10th, we'll have some extra runners, folks. Just to let you know. The way it's had it set up in the system, and that's the way it's going to play out. So Milwaukee 2-10-1, Boston 2-8-1. Top of the ninth, Milwaukee bats more Mulder money. The 3 M's for Milwaukee, and Eckersley stays in there. He's not going anywhere, that is for sure. So now Eckersley looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's in the wheelhouse, an 87, but luckily again too high. Ground ball hit hard to short. Burleson fields it, throws him out, and that is the first out. Wow. Again, Eckersley got a break there. 1 out. Here's Mulder. Singled back in the 7th, stole second, and scored the Brewers' first run. Or I should say they scored the second run. Brewers scored 2 in the 4th. The Brewers scored a run in the 6th, a run in the 7th. So top of the 9th, 1 out, Mulder the batter. Eckersley gets the sign, big leg kick, and the pitch. That's going to be a 6 from Eck. That's a tough on a 23, and that is going to be a strikeout on Mulder. So Mulder strikes out, big out he got. That is strikeout number 5 for Eckersley. Here's Don Money, 2 outs in the 9th. Money to batter, 2 for 4 at the RBI. Eckersley looks in. This is a tough guy to pitch to. Fisk puts down the sign. Can't throw him that meaty 4. That's a 7. That's a patient. Patient on a 64 is just a little bit late. That's a fly ball right field. Evans got it. Makes the catch. Let's see if the Red Sox can win it. In the 9th, it is tied up at 2. Wow. All right. Bottom of the 9th, it's going to be Hobson, Burleson, Brohammer. The bat for the Red Sox here in the 9th inning. What a ball game we have here. All right, thank you so much. And there we go. So bottom of the 9th, good ball game we have here. Excellent game. As for Black Friday, depends on what the money situation flies right now. Right now, it's not great. So we kind of hope there's something available for next week. We'll see. If not, they'll keep sales going. Bottom line, 2-2. So Boston sets up Hobson, followed by Burleson and Brohammer. A big hit here wins it for Boston. Sorenson not good anymore. He doesn't have any power in the car besides the ballpark, but it's on a 10. So keep that in mind on the 2D6s. Moore puts down the sign, Sorenson the pitch, and here it comes. That's a 6. That is in play, a 56. And that 56 will turn to be a ground ball to third. Badnose got it with a strong arm, throws him out, one away. So there is one out here. So now batting will be Rick Burleson. Burleson so far is 0 for 4. So he's been up 4 times already. He's up for his 5th time. Sorenson's pitch count is probably up there right now. Moore puts down the sign. Sorenson with the pitch, and here is the pitch. It's a 6. It's in play. 24 is a single for Burleson. So Burleson puts the winning runner on. Spall blooped in the right field. So he's on at first. Not much speed. He'll stay where he's at. 8 stolen bases, caught the same amount of time. He's a D stealer, so we don't need to be risking that. Here's Brohammer. Let's see what's on the Red Sox bench and who else they can play at second base. Frank Duffy would go into play second. And Bernie Carbo. Ooh, Carbo against a righty. And Milwaukee doesn't have a bullpen. Besides, they could throw McClure, and that could be a problem. McClure and Castro would be up in the Brewer bullpen right now. So we'll leave Brohammer out there. Brohammer's 1 for 4. So here we go. Runner on first, 1 man out. Moore puts down the sign. Sorenson from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be an 8. That is going to be in play. A 61's a ground ball to short. Let's turn 2. So let's see. Brohammer double plays a 7. Double play to Sorenson is a 6. Let's roll the dice. It's a 4. It's lower than both in a double play. And we will have free baseball. So he is out. That ends it. We'll go to the 10th inning. So now Don Money is your extra runner. He's on at second base. And now here we go. It will be Cooper followed by Heisel and Ogilvy. As will the Red Sox stay with Eckersley here in the inning. He's their best pitcher. And Eckersley will stay out there. He's saying this is basically his 3rd complete game he's had. So he'll stay out there. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Runner on second, nobody out. Here is the pitch. He found it. It's going to be in the wheelhouse. 0-4. It's not going to matter. Deep fly right field. Back goes Evans. It is gone. It's into the section of right field and back of the right field seats. And Cecil Cooper, the former Red Sox, has taken Don Money deep. So it's 4-2 Brewers. 4 is the wheelhouse. 0-4 to a righty. 1-33 is the home run. So Milwaukee jumps on top. It takes the 4-2 lead. And now here's Larry Heisel. Red Sox bullpen is up in a hurry. Bob Stanley's up, and he's ready to go if needed. So here's the pitch to Heisel. That's going to be a 3. That's a ballpark result. Oh, my goodness. 18 is going to be a wheelhouse to Heisel. Here's the pitch. Oh, a 98 to Heisel. 94 would have been a hit. Deep fly left field. Yes, back at the monster makes the catch. Oh, my. Eckersley, you can tell maybe he's losing life on the fastball right now, as he almost did lose one there. So with 1 out, here's Ogilvy. Ogilvy, left-handed batter, 2 for 4, single back in the 4th, single back in the 8th. Fisk puts down the sign, Eckersley the pitch. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a tough on a 48, a strikeout. So Eckersley gets a big K here. So a big K, 2 outs here in the 10th, and it brings up Dick Davis. Davis so far today is 2 for 4. Eckersley now needs to get out of this inning here. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley, the big leg kick and the pitch. That's going to be a 6. That's a tough on a 62 is going to be a ground ball to second. Brohammer throws him out, and folks, that is all she wrote here in the 10th. Brewers add 2 on a Molitor home run, but Jim Rice gets a chance with that ghost runner on to tie things up. So now let's see what the Brewers decide to do. You know what? The Brewers are maybe going to go to their bullpen here. So let's see. Let's see who there. That might be Mr. Castro. He's had 1 save so far. He's been hit kind of hard. Sorenson says he wants to try to get through this. No power on the card. So here we go. Besides the ballpark result, he wants to avoid that 10 with the 2D6s. So here we go. And the pitch. That's going to be an 8 on Sorenson. That's an in play. 92 is a fly ball left field. Brohammer's there. Catch is made, and that is 1 away. So there is your first big out of the ball game. The Red Sox absolutely needed a big hit, and they needed to get it from him. So with 1 out here, here's Yastrzemski. Yaz to step up, and the pitch from Yaz. Moore puts down the sign. And Sorenson and the pitch. It's going to be a 6 from Sorenson. It's in play. 76, a fly ball center field. That should be 2 outs, and it is. So 2 outs here in the inning. Red Sox are down to their last out. They're down to an out with the tying runner at second base. That brings up Fisk. Fisk has had a walk, reached an error, struck out, and ground out. Sorenson looks in, gets the sign. Does Sorenson pitch a 10-inning complete game? It's an in-play result. Oh, no, re-roll. No, actually, for Fisk, he gets a chance in the ID gesture rule. On the 0-0, it's not a rare play. It is a chance at either a warehouse or an in-play result. So here we go. What? He rolled it in play. So you might as well roll in play for Fisk. In-play result for Fisk is a 63. He missed it. A 63 on an in-play result. That will be a ground ball to second. Money's got it, throws him out. I used that rule simply because he, just to let you know, because he already had the in-play on that. So Yomack was given the in-play. Ball game over, and the Milwaukee Brewers went by the score of 4-2. Let's give you some quickies here. Get out of here for the evening, folks. So Milwaukee Brewers win it 4-2 on a 2-run homer by Cooper on the 10th. The Brewers 4-11-1. They improved to 6-5. Boston 2-9-1. They dropped to 7-3. 33,000 here in Fenway. Big hitters for Boston was Rice was 2 for 5. Lynn 2 for 4 RBI. Scott 2 for 4 on the RBI. For Milwaukee, Cooper 3 for 5. 2 runs scored. 2 RBIs, including that monster 2-run homer in the 10th inning. Davis and Money also added RBIs. Thank you, folks. I appreciate it. Extra innings here was the name of the game, but we have a finish. So thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. See you later. We'll talk to you later. Now we'll see you again for more Payoff Pitch, and see you again.